Good evening, Joe Baker with Trade Pilot. Here's your tomorrow levels on the S&P futures. Okay, we have a pivot at 1320.75. For those of you that traded that market today, you know that was kind of a gravitational number. It's going to be another one tomorrow. Okay, this is getting fairly boring and a little easy trading today because it just was easy. But the point is, the 1320.75 is your pivot. We're gonna have some resistance or a pivot level on the upside to that. So you want to be bullish above it, bearish below it. Okay. So we're looking for 1323.75. We're looking for 1327. We're looking for 1330.50, 1334, and 1337. Yes, I know this is a lot of pivot lows, but we've been consolidating and consolidating, so we're getting all these pivots. When the market expands like I expect it to tomorrow, these pivots will expand. We'll only have maybe 2 or 3 to the upside, with some nice wide gaps in between. But because the market's been consolidating, the software is just firing off so many pivot levels. So now I want you bearish underneath 1320.75, and I want you to look out for the 1317.25, which, as you know, played a good role today. 1313.75, which again came into play today. 1310.50, a little higher than the 1309 yesterday, but 1310.50, 1307.50, 1304, and 1300 and a half. So again, I'll repeat those. To the downside, underneath 1320.75, you have to look for 1370, 1317.25, 1313.75, 1310.50, 1307.50, 1304, and 1350. On the breakouts, okay, now this is where we're looking for the market to gain strength and get into what they call like a buy range or a sell range. And tomorrow it'll come in around 1310, and the price expected to reach 1300. 2 different software programs, guys, and this is amazing how these numbers are lining up, same as it did yesterday. And we've got 1320 for the buy zone, again lined right up, and 1330, and again lined right up with the 1330 on the pivot to the upside there. So at least they're confirming one another. We do usually rally into Fed numbers, and this should have been a bullish week, and it has not been. So I'm a little concerned about the condition of this market and what's hitting this. I mean, we did start a rally today. I don't know whether it was the Microsoft Yahoo news. I noticed that that rumor hit, and then when they came out and said, yeah, no, well, it's false, the market got kicked back down. But I'm just a little concerned right now about why this market is not able to rise going into Fed, because usually it's fairly bullish. Also, before the number, we usually rally into the decision. I don't know why. We usually go up 2 to 3 points in the S&Ps into the decision right before it. Then and you guys out there, you crazies that want to trade the Fed number, God bless you. But I usually wait, about usually 5 to 10 minutes after, and we'll jump in. But I don't know many of you guys out there that are actually going to get in front of that. However, I am going to be doing another video on what keeps us. We were on the right side of the market all day today, and I'm going to give you some videos and show you some of the indicators we use that keep us on the right side of the market. Other than, obviously our levels are very important: bullish above, bearish below. And we look for these levels to be reached. Pauses. A lot of the times when you're trading pivots, let's just say the market, like for tomorrow, let's just say the market did get over the 1320.75, got up to say 1327. A lot of times it'll pull back, maybe back down to the lower pivot like the 23, 24 area, and then come back up to it. always remember the second time up to it, it usually takes it out. So you always want to fade the first and try not to fade the second if there's some momentum behind it, because that's usually when it takes it out, is on that second run, unless the market's got obviously a tremendous amount of momentum and it slices right through it. But you got to watch these pivots, because this is usually where on the first test it'll fade somewhat. You can always hold it, maybe add some at the lower level and hope it takes it out. But for those of you that don't know how to trade pivots, just always understand that usually when it does get to those levels, it does back off a little bit, and then get up enough pressure and then take it out and get to the next level. Only because there are just so many levels here. All right, guys. Well, I'll bid you adieu. You have your levels for tomorrow. Be very careful. Again, this market, I don't trust it. I don't like it, and we're not in a good period. But we are just so oversold, but we continue to be oversold. So, hey, who knows? Nobody knows. That's why we take trading day by day. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.